Hello students, today I am going to deliver a lecture on topic anatomy of leaf means internal structure of leaf. First of all, I would like to explain you about the dicot leaf. The internal structure of dicot leaf. The leaf which has structural differences on both the sides, upper side and lower side. Such type of leaves are found in dicot plants like mango, guava, banyan tree, etc. The internal structure of dicot leaf shows the following structure. First is upper epidermis. This layer is thick and unicellular layer made up of parenchyma cells in which chloroplast and stomata are not present. The cells of this layer is barrel shaped and they are tightly packed. In banyan tree, this layer is found as multi-layer structure and it is covered with cuticle layer. The second layer is lower epidermis. So the lower epidermis is present just below the upper epidermis and it is also a single layer structure. It is also look like the upper epidermis. But in this layer, few special types of pores are present. These pores are surrounded by kidney-shaped guard cells. These guard cells are called stomata. These stomata take part in transpiration. In mesophyte plants, these stomata are situated in the surface of lower epidermis, whereas in xerophytic plants, they are embedded in pits. Such type of stomata are called sunken stomata. The dicot leaf is called hypostomatic because the stomata are present in one side, not the both side. Third layer is mesophyll. Mesophyll cells are situated in between upper epidermis and lower epidermis. In such cells, few cylindrical big cells are present. These cells are attached to upper epidermis and contain chloroplast. These cells are called palisade tissue. These cells perform photosynthesis. Below these tissue, several oval-shaped cells are present which contain chloroplast. These are called spongy parenchyma. So, the dicot leaf, in dicot leaf, the mesophyll cells is divided into palisade tissue and spongy parenchyma. The last layer is vascular bundle. The vascular bundle are scattered in spongy parenchyma. These vascular bundle are conjoined, collateral and closed type. Around the vascular bundle, a cover of parenchyma cells is present. This cover is called bundle sheath. The xylem of this vascular bundle is situated towards the upper epidermis and phloem is situated towards the lower epidermis. This phloem is made up of sieve tubes, companion cell and phloem parenchyma, whereas phloem transports food material and the xylem transports water. Xylem is made up of tracheids, vessels, xylem fibers and xylem parenchyma. Here I have shown the structure of dicot leaf, internal structure of dicot leaf. Here the upper epidermis, the upper epidermal layer. This layer is mesophyll cells made up of two types of cell, palisade cell and spongy parenchyma. This is the bundle sheath. Inside the bundle sheath, xylem and phloem is present. This is bundle sheath extension. These cells are spongy parenchyma. The hole here shown is stomata. This structure is called substomatal chamber and this is the lower epidermis. So this structure is internal structure of dicot leaf. Now I am explaining about the monocot leaf, the internal structure of monocot leaf. It shows the following layers. First is epidermis. It is also same as dicot leaf, like the epidermis is divided into upper epidermis as well as the lower epidermis. The monocot leaf is an isobilateral leaf, and in such leaf the stomata are present on both sides. Few epidermal cells of monocot leaf are big and vacant. These cells are called bulliform cells or motor cells. These motor cells help to reduce the rate of transpiration. This is the function of a motor cell or bulliform cells. The monocot leaf is called amphistomatic leaf because both sides of leaf there is stomata is present. Second layer is mesophyll. The mesophyll is not divided into palisade tissue and spongy parenchyma cell. As I have said earlier, in dicot leaf, the mesophyll cells are divided into palisade tissue and spongy parenchyma. And in monocot leaf, the mesophyll is not divided into palisade cells and spongy parenchyma. This is the major difference between monocot leaf and dicot leaf. So, mesophyll cells are same in diameter, they are equal in size. The vascular bundle present in midrib of the leaf. The mesophyll cells are not found on the upper and lower vascular bundle present in the midrib. In spite of this, there is region found made up of sclerenchyma cells. Third layer is vascular bundle. The vascular bundle conjoined, collateral and closed type. They are arranged in same manner. The xylem is present towards the upper epidermis and phloem is present towards the lower epidermis. The vascular bundle is surrounded by a single layer called bundle sheet, as I have explained in dicot leaf, which is made up of parenchymatous cells and sclerenchymatous tissues. So the example of few monocot leaves are maize, wheat, rice. Here I have shown the internal structure of monocot leaf. The first layer is upper epidermal layer and lower epidermal layer. In the upper epidermal layer, stomata is present as well as trichome is present. The stomata is also present in lower epidermal layer. In the upper epidermis, there are several large cells are present. These cells are called bulliform cells. These cells are vacant. In between both the layer, there is mesophyll cells are present. These mesophyll cells are not divided into palisade tissues as well as spongy parenchyma. Here I have shown the vascular bundle, means xylem and phloem are present. These vascular bundle are surrounded by bundle sheath. Here I have shown a cover of bundle sheath. Inside the bundle sheath, vascular bundle is present. So this is the structure of monocot leaf, internal structure of monocot leaf. I hope this topic will be helpful to you. Thank you.